Man, I got to move the camera like all the way back here. Otherwise, I get this. So how do you feel?
I feel pretty good with the new tape.
How's your timing already?
Decent, I guess. It could always be better.
Are you sliding more?
Not really.
Because you were sliding near the end last time.
Yeah, I know. I feel like you for 10 years.
A little bit.
Still like just as late.
Yeah.
That 1%, that's still not acceptable.
It's not bad. I think your feet look a little fast. They just look a little bit fast. It may throw off your swing timing. See if you can just kind of get your feet at a normal pace. See what happens. It might actually get your timing a little bit more normal. I mean that's acceptable, but I think it might get it. It might get it a little bit more normal. Huh? Then you can speed it up. Huh? I'm just, just going over it in my head. Yeah. I think is at the, it's like when you're getting in there, you just kind of, instead of really just kind of, it's not really how long you slide, it's really how you're getting into the slide. We just need a smoother transition in there. I thought that was better, don't you?
I mean, the timing's probably the same.
Huh?
The timing's probably the same.
Yeah, but it's a little, the pace, it gives you more time to let the ball get down there. And it looks like the ball speed was maybe a touch slower, not that much.
I tried to slide more there, but
Yeah. So it's really, for a matter of sliding, just making sure you don't pick your foot up. Don't try to slide. Just kind of, just kind of get lazy and but you want to make sure that you allow it to get here before the ball starts. That's where you'll get in trouble with, like tacky approaches and slippery approaches. If you're just trying to make sure your foot doesn't come up, you'll slide like you're supposed to. Can you feel it? It just kind of, yeah. It'll take a little bit just to get used to that. But what happens is when you can get really smooth, you'll get here, and then as you're going here, you just be like this instead of really kind of. Because whenever you do that, sometimes, not all the time, sometimes you'll go. Where if you can just get here and just let everything kind of. If anything, it's like a dance. You allow yourself to really kind of get that foot forward without jamming it forward. That way you won't, kind of jam on it a little bit. It'll be like a smoother version of that one. I mean, that didn't feel totally awful, did it? Okay. So as we smooth that out, then it's going to be more of a boom, just one after the other. It's like a chain reaction. You're so used to kind of getting the pieces and just kind of making them fit, where we're trying to get them to flow together a little bit more. Yeah, yeah. The biggest thing is getting used to the fact that, just trusting the fact because you're so tall and your backswing is high enough, you can generate ball speed on its own, so you don't have to go really fast with your feet. You got to have time for your pendulum to really kind of get through its phases. You're just getting used to it. I mean, for the most part, it's getting better. There you go. What'd you think of that one? Yeah. Yeah. So your foot's on the floor. It's about shoulder high. The only thing I see is watch your head will just kind of your body will just kind of go down. So it's almost the same as like catching football, where you kind of decelerate it. So it kind of slow everything down a little bit. I thought it was still a pretty good shot though overall. But we just wanted from the top of the swing down, we want it to be where that one kind of got this, and all of a sudden it kind of decelerates a little bit. But all you have to do is kind of make sure your elevation doesn't drop like that, and you'll be fine. Huh?
I always step right in front of the pins.
No, it's okay. What'd you think of that one though?
It felt like almost as smooth as the last one, but I feel like I got around it more.
Yeah. I thought it was pretty good. Did it feel okay? Okay. Now get yourself a little bit more stretched out.
Okay.
I think that's why you're kind of dipping down. Just kind of think about your finish position. So you want to be able to get into this. So you want to be able to get and not go.
Just like kind of stay up the whole time.
Yeah, you want to be bent over a little bit, but what you're doing is you're bending down and you're kind of coming up. That feel any a little different? Yeah. It felt what?
A little easier.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to be working on. Try to get that, and see how your body kind of turns this way. Once you get used to doing this, it's not going to turn that way. Like it'll be slightly open. It'll just come in like that. Right now, you kind of help a little bit, and it just kind of goes like that. Yeah, yeah. So that's going to fix itself once you get used to that. I actually like this one. Now these lanes are going to be a little bit tighter than Woodward, so you could actually move right. What'd you think of that one? I really like that one.
I kind of felt like I was like bending over.
Maybe a little bit. I just liked how the whole thing flowed together a little bit. So you can see your body's going over a little bit, but it's actually that foot is kind of staying more stationary. Just kind of. So that means you balance more on that leg. Like I said, you're not going to get rid of that right away.
It's kind of like over time.
Yeah, yeah.
I think you can tell someone that they're not going to do it right away, and they're going to do it first try.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's going to happen. Actually, Anthony did it to me one time. Little pinhead. See how they lean forward at that last minute? But the thing of it is, it's getting further and further along before you kind of. After you throw the ball, look and see where your chin is in relation to your knee. That should be kind of settling right on top of it. Where was it?
Goes all the way over here.
Yeah. It's because your head goes here and just kind of goes like that. Where most people, they actually are too far this way. You actually go.
I'm always just
Apparently. I think, though, if you can get your slide to go, so your body's here, I think sometimes you slide more this way instead of really kind of underneath. So it may not, it's just because of where you're sliding, not really your body positioning. What'd you think of that one? Yeah. So I want you to, it might be a little scary to look at, but you know, as you slide this way, then it'll actually bring it in closer. See how close it was. The thing of it is, as long as your shoulder's not closing, they will always run parallel to each other. As soon as your shoulders start closing, then see ya. Good job today. Because you can see right here, it's behind your head. It's going to come straight down. So it's really not that close. You know, so you're actually getting in here, and you'll never hit as long as you keep your shoulders open. That was probably the best one today. You can see your foot actually stays more that way. It also allows you to play a little straighter, where before it was actually kind of always going this way. This one's actually going a little bit straighter. That's actually a pretty good shot. Yeah. So it's not kind of going like this. It's actually, and then kind of going that way. I like that one. Not as good as a strike, but it'll do in a pinch. What'd you think of that one?
That was good.
Good. Actually, like that one. So that one make it pretty good, pretty strong. How'd that feel?
It felt good. Like I didn't feel like I pulled down on it or anything either.
No, not at all. Like I said, this is the new baseline of what we're trying to do. Really? That might actually be a good thing. Your hand or your thumb? Yeah.
Because it was like just came right up.
You almost want to feel that thumb just kind of falling off.
It looks like the way I'm falling through is just about like straight up like 15, but then it's like it doesn't.
Yeah. You can see it kind of revving up a little bit. So on this one, see if you can just kind of, as it's coming down, just kind of get a little bit more. I have to get some more. Can you ask them to put some soda?
Like an empty bottle or something?
No, I had stuff in it. Can you ask them to put some soda in there?
Huh?
Yeah, they'll actually fill that with soda. Yeah, with a little bit of root beer to go with it.
Diet root beer?
Well, no,
I'll
Coke.
get them a diet root beer.
Yeah, okay. They don't have diet root beer.
You know what diet soda's called? Water.
Yeah, try to be a little smoother on this one, huh? So he was more behind it, and now I want him to just kind of get. How does it look? How does it look? Huh? Because he's a little bit more in front. We're trying to get him to slowly get this way. As he gets a little bit higher, then we'll be able to get that. Flat spot's only about this big, maybe. Flat spot's probably about that big. It's not that big.
This looks like where the film wants to come out and where the flat spot is. Don't quite.
Let's work on that then. Because I think from an approach standpoint, I like where he is. Now we just need to move some pieces around. I think he doesn't have enough of. How'd that feel?
Smooth off my hand, but I didn't really try and like hit it.
But the thing is, you really don't want to try to hit. It's just a little bit of a. So we're so used to really kind of hammering on it. What we really want to feel is, I know I want to get this way, and that'll get it kind of tilted in the right direction. Where if I'm this way, then it's going to be more like that. So the rotation is going to be the same, but it's going to be pointed in a different direction. What he's looking at is your flat spot is relatively small. So it has to do with more from here to here instead of from here rounding out to back here. So if you can get it to come down here and kind of circle down, then their flat spot kind of expands. It's really the next step of where we're trying to go.
Everything with your release is kind of dictated in this window. A little bit back here, but mostly like in this zone, right? And that's before it even gets to your ankle. So whatever position I'm in back here is how I'm going to end up releasing the ball, right? So if I'm really cupped and loaded and my hands inside and I get here, I'm like
Thank you.
most likely going to get around. Right?
So what are you doing tomorrow?
The tournament.
Okay. What time are you going to be done?
It starts at 7, so I think it ends at 10.
I might still be on for a few hours. I'm working on, I'm getting her character up to 80 so that we can,
That's fine.
yeah. I might play a little bit tonight.
What, with her?
No, I'm going to use that character.
What character?
The,
Your body kind of goes like this, and where
no, the one that she brings with us. The druid.
like you see how
You're going to use it?
how much your shoulders have rotated.
I'm going to help her get it to 80
You still kind of want your shoulders
so that
to be
on
like
Saturday we'll have,
Oh, so you're going to get on that character.
And
And
as you get like here, that's when your shoulders
today,
Yeah.
but not tomorrow.
And I think that would give you more of a flat spot. But to focus on it, I think just try to feel like you're loading up back here, and then you're trying to release like it should come out like by this cap. So it's going to be like on the way down, load, load, load.
You going to come with us on the 15th or whatever?
I don't know yet.
See all the fun stuff you get to learn? It's actually good, like if you come to the later part of these, it allows us to really kind of do a lot of focus work and not have to rush through everything.
See how now you're like a little bit more loaded before your ankle? that just kind of gets that flat spot to start happening a little bit more back here. You had more projection, more ball speed, and you probably had more time to feel like you could do this without like your thumb getting caught or.
Yeah, I feel like I had a longer time.
All that stuff Brian talks about with like the shoulder rotation is like hugely important.
I actually like that. You can see it kind of entering that.
Yeah, his hand's like here,
Right.
but instead of it being like by his toe, it's like a little before his ankle.
Right. That was a really good shot. Mark that one for me.
See, that one you kind of moved down on a little bit more, but since you were still trying to load up earlier, it wasn't as exaggerated. Some of the other ones you pulled down were like hand left off. Like what Brian was working with you on, plus keeping that shoulder back a little longer here, it's gonna get it so where you have a little bit more room. Now, once your flat spot's really good, you're not gonna have that like bump.
I'll try to get on when I get back to the house.
Okay.
Since I won't be, it's not that far of a drive, so it shouldn't be too late.
You're in Culpeper, right?
Yeah, it's not too far. I'll get on and I'll see if you're on yet.
Okay.
If you're not, then, or if you are,
I'll probably be on
you're
until
about to
about
get off,
1.
then
I'll be on till 1.
till 1.
Yeah.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
That was a good ball.
Yeah, I like that one. Alrighty. Be careful.
I will.
So see how the ball's in that position here? The ball's starting with ball, and it's all in like a couple frames where it starts to rotate. See ya. So now your shoulder's a little bit further back in that position. So you can see how your hand's already starting to load up, and that's a little bit before your ankle. And while your ankle is like in the position. So if you could, as you start to work on this, the longer you keep that shoulder back, to a degree, the longer your bigger flat spot. Brian will be able to like tell you what.
I like that one.
Like your ball speed goes up a little bit and your recovery goes up a little bit.
I think proportionally it goes up a good amount compared to the ball speed, which I think really helped him a little bit. Sometimes he has trouble projecting the ball. I wasn't.
If it makes you feel any better, I've been working on this like myself exclusively for almost a month.
2 months, isn't it?
Well, the first month was kind of just like getting my swing straight.
Ah, okay. Yeah. He's not kidding. 6 days a week.
Probably all 7 if you count what I did at home.
You don't want to know. You don't want to know. You just see his setup. You gotta
well,
show.
I have an Xbox and I have a projector, so I like mirror my phone to the Xbox and then it broadcasts on the wall. So then I set up the phone recording me, so it's projecting myself on the screen in front of me, and I like set up like approach, so I can like visually see what I'm doing and like associate feeling with what it looks like on the spot. They do it at Kegel, so it can't be bad. And then with like this release stuff and like all that and like the shoulder rotation stuff, I was like just like for hours at a time rolling the ball into my couch. Like
We've been playing with the release stuff for about 3 months, I think. Or we've been trying to pass it on to all the students and everything. So.
You know G, he's been helping me a ton with this. Jim Lewis also. Mainly G, but Jimmy will like stay with me till like 1 in the morning sometimes at Edsel on Fridays after he finishes league. G's done it a couple times, but I have more access to him at the shop is over here. So one thing it is going to do is kind of change your launch angles. Because your shoulders are open longer, it's going to be easier to predict, right? So your body alignment and your targeting will have to change slightly. Because like off your hand, that was fine. Like you were in the right position.
He has like a flinch that goes like that. As soon as he throws a couple more gutters, more and more gutters, he'll subconsciously straighten that out.
Still like still loading up touch weight. Get in that position just a little bit sooner. Yeah, they can all grab
Maybe one step, allow him to really kind of let it come down a little bit more.
Honestly, it might help you.
If what? I really hated it. He kept on telling me, more tape, more tape, more tape.
You know Dustin? His thumb will. I didn't tell him. That's all.
He comes out of it really good.
Huh?
He's coming out of it pretty good.
He was one of the people I was watching when I was like comparing myself. That's a huge difference. That was like 2 months ago.
Yeah. Look at the swing, just the swing itself. Just the swing it has itself is this.
So that was like 2 months ago. That was today. We went to the
If you put in enough work, I mean, you can make a huge difference, you know, when you go to junior gold.
I'm not athletic at all.
He's really, really not.
I'm sorry.
I used to be.
Back in the day, the black and white TV was
No, that's how you're going to be? I need new friends.
New friends or just friends?
I just need friends. I need friends. People I can call friends. You're not my friend. You starting to feel the difference? Yeah. These are things that a lot of people don't pay attention to. I mean, you can practice and practice and practice, but if you're not making the right changes, it doesn't matter. This will give you a leg up on a lot of different people, a lot of people.
What are your goals for future? Is that the first cut or the second cut? Did you make the first cut last week?
So like I made the first cut 15 my first year. But then like I feel like from then
You're U20 now, right? How old are you?
Are you graduating early?
I just have like a really
I thought you were a senior this year.
I am.
Oh, okay.
But I have like a late birthday
Oh, okay.
for like the 2019 class or whatever. So I should be like an old person in 20 class. It's like the way my birthday
Wow. So you're in U17? That's awesome. Why?
I think having that,
Huh?
I think having that division is good.
Yeah, but still. He can still.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Just getting
he
used to
did.
it.
He didn't like it a whole lot, but
You didn't like the two?
no.
He'll get used to it.
What about the six? You try yours?
We pushed him to the 8. It's just a matter of him just using it.
Yeah, he's a hacker.
Yeah. So I told him, I said, whenever you're gonna have to use it during practice, I said in league, we'll give you a little bit of leeway, but when you're in practice, when you get on this pair, you're gonna be wearing the shoes. Yeah, but I said you gotta get used to it. It just doesn't feel right. You gotta get used to it. It's like I might as well just record my voice. Just keep on
Just print a
playing.
sign that says tape it over there.
Yeah,
Each
just
time you go, you can ball up.
so when he looks at me, I go like this. There's a couple of them. He actually threw one where because of those shoes, he slid into one, and it was like a really good shot. I mean, really good shot.
So if you start seeing the reward, then maybe he'll be more inclined
Yes.
to want to use it.
Yeah.
Most people use the eights. So if he gets used to it and starts sliding, the six is probably not enough, especially like humid in the summer.
He's just scared because he's really not sliding that much. It's just like that.
Too much.
Yeah, 2 is too tacky, and the 8s are just for him a little scary.
Or two's like in case of emergency, if like somebody puts slide powder down on the lane or something by accident.
Yeah,
Like
I agree.
for whatever
I
reason,
agree.
the courses are really slippery. You can go to that.
So the higher the number, the more you slide. Right?
See how it's revving up more?
But I think you just need.
As you get in better position,
I usually-
it's actually gonna get better than that. So your projection is gonna be better, and then off your hand, it's gonna rev up even more. Alrighty. I am gonna make a sign. I'm going to. We're to have it just like the, they hold them up for like the dunk contest, like. I'll have one person up just and get used to it. Huh? I have to make 3 friends. See how your mistake room gets bigger? Where a lot of times, like when I see at tournaments, your mistakes, like you'll have like a 3-bagger, then you go face, then you'll have a couple more strikes and maybe go 2-8-10. Where this is going to be a little bit more consistent. Has the coach from Indiana Tech messaged you at all? Or? I would think you would fit in with their program pretty well. And they actually did pretty well this year. Yeah. I think they were almost close to making to the finals. I'm not sure the conference, but they were the USBCs. They were in the semifinals. I like how it's getting up your thumb. I bet you that sucker's tight.
It could be tighter.
It could be tighter and you can get out of it.
I hate to say it, but he's right. Really hate to say it. Really, really, really. Yeah. Yeah, but we don't like to say that too often. He's unbearable when you agree with him. I don't mean you. I mean Alan.
It's kind of like some of the other kids who are like, doesn't Alan look like the unicorn? You have no idea what he's talking about. You just hear like bomber and they're like, kinda.
Okay, at times I'm not a good friend. Okay, I'll admit that.
Oh my. He doesn't have the uniform. That's was a cartoon character.
I'm thinking of like
the u- the u- I hate to say it, but the Unabomber was like a terrorist type guy. He sent bombs to people and they didn't blow them up.
oh like back
Back in like the 70s, right?
Yeah.
why would they call him
Because they look like
Why do they
somebody's.
call the terrorist?
No, that guy.
No.
Not him.
Oh.
I know what you call him. He looks like
Why do you? In the movie. Just trying to help. He's saying, why do they call the terrorist the
No, I don't know.
Come on, man.
I don't know. It is kind of a horrible thing, isn't it? That's probably been the last 10 shots been the most consistent off your hand I've ever seen. Ever. Ever. And it's really kind of rolling strong. See if you can roll something else. What you got? Let's see the idol.
You tighten it up.
Oh, you don't have an it? Okay. I like the way it's getting off your thumb now.
I still need like 3 more practice sessions.
Okay. I might actually be at Woodbridge on Saturday. They don't have league, but why don't they have league, by the way? Huh?
the league ended already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you told me you wanted me to come out, right?
Yeah,
Are you still gonna be up there?
I think I'm gonna go out there anyways.
12:30.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out there anyways. They told me not to come, but I was like, Brianna wants me to come, and then Spencer will probably want me to come, and I figured you probably there. So I'll bet you anything you at the last minute. I did that and went like this. That's when it's like the first time I did it, I tightened it up and then I actually tried to, and it literally would not come off my thumb. And that's the thing he said to me. He goes, "Don't pinch it." I'm like,
When I was doing this, I was pulling my pen was way too long, so I was trying to tighten it up while my thumb had to like rotate the piece out of it. Because I had like both pieces of tape in there. It was a lot. Like my thumb was tight. Like I was going like this, jamming it in there, and I couldn't get out of it. I did that like 10 times in a row. And she was like, "All right, let's take some tape out and work our way up." I was like, "No." And then I just started trying to feel like I was like dropping it back here, and then I like slowly. I was like, "I'm not gonna use it." Verbatim,
you gotta. That's what
verbatim.
verbatim.
Yep. Sure.
That came out. That's usually what happens after one.
That's fine. Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
I'm surprised you don't have using it.
Don't take it out.
You scared? I understand. Eventually, you're gonna.
And this one is like closer to the bottom a little bit.
You drop that.
Well, I wanted to make sure I didn't.
If you can drop it, it's not tight.
He's. I hate to say it. He's right.
Especially with your flat spot being like in front of you. If you're dropping it, it's not tight. If your flat spot was like back here, it'd be different. Not really. I still say it's not tight though.
Yeah, he still
But
say
it
it.
makes it like even worse. Because that means your thumb doesn't actually face down, like towards the ground. But like here.
It is weird, but it actually, just playing around with it the last 2 months, it's absolutely right. You can always put a half piece in. Half piece in the back is like a whole piece in the front, right?
Yeah, one of the back sets.
He's like a tape pusher, isn't he? Can you picture him standing on the corner, with a trench coat, just kind of? He's got tape on the inside of his trench coat. I guess I should have known you were gonna use it. Just kind of. He puts tape in better than I do.
Yeah.
He doesn't like the way I put in tape. So I can't. Will you stop?
Look at this. Look at that. Look how it's layered. This one's like off to the right, super low. That one's like almost on top.
Here we go. Yeah.
This one's like cockeyed in there going this way.
Cockeyed.
It can't feel good.
I'll get better eventually.
Buying you, man.
I'm going to get one. I just haven't had time. I got off. I think you're going to have to. Really, right? Yeah, yeah. What'd you shoot? 700? Yeah. You did not. Huh? You just need to practice. Nah. I've seen you bowl for years. I've seen you bowl for years. He's.
You can't help him. We need him. He really sucks. I've bowled with him for 20 years. I can't help him. You ain't
Can't help if you won't listen.
You know, most people when they talk shit don't look over their shoulder to make sure the other person can't hear it. You didn't drop that one. Borderline did on last week.
I like that one. See, it's such a different flow to your whole swing now. Where yours was it kind of went and it's like abruptly kind of. Now it's kind of a lot smoother.
Normally when I get left like this, like even like right now, I would be like this, like trying to get around it as much as I can.
Right.
Right now I'm just like
And it's working. I honestly think if you got at least 2 practices a week with us, by the time you get into junior gold, you'll be in a lot better shape. At least 2, and maybe one other day practicing by yourself.
this information you had this information you had before. Like what you're working on, like you heard anything before?
Yeah, kind of from Brian.
But we're now going into more detail. Into it.
It's not like completely boring.
But like does it all make sense? Like see yourself using it? Because if you're not like if you don't believe in whatever you're like working on,
You know what? But it might be good if you go up. Ooh.
what's wrong?
If you go like I can't get there till about 12:30, but if you can maybe go up a little early, and meet them and talk about what you want to talk to them about. That way, they can get that in, and then we can go. I can go straight into.
I want to do a lot more business stuff.
Huh?
I want to do more business stuff that I'm not sure they love. Like I want more stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
And then like set up the ball button triangle line and stuff.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because it lets me talk about a lot at once.
Okay.
And it all ties together. And I think without the visual part, it's just not fun.
Okay. What do you think of that one?
See how fit I hold it? I have my thumb. I drill my thumb holes so
What else you got? Yeah.
All out show off.
I still like my square just a little bit. But I think
Yeah.
it's cool.
No, it was okay. Not as good as the other ones, I don't think. It's pretty good though. That's your worst shot. I mean, that's awesome. If your worst shot can be decent, you're gonna be in good shape.
You don't want to think like my best shot's 90%, or you want to think my my average shot's 80%, my bad shot can like be 70. Huh?
More room to miss and like way.
Yeah.
Because if your best shot's 60%, or your average shot's 60%, and your best shot's 100%, that's too much of a difference anyways. Yeah. It's probably gonna overload. Greg had that. You know Greg Francis? Yeah. I bowled him a ton. That was his problem for a long time. Where whenever he was like really focused and he needed one, he would always overlook because he was too up.
That's Denard's problem.
Yeah, absolutely.
Too good and then he's 9 pins every time. His ball's just like cutting through the pins like butter.
Greg would like big 4, 3, 6, 10 or something like that. It was like significant. Like 9 pins is kind of like fucking 9 pins.
Yeah.
You know, then you just know yourself and say, I know I'm gonna cure this move for them. Right? But for a 3, 6, 10 or a big 4, you're kind of like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah.
Oh, brain. How long do you stay here for?
I stay here till almost closing.
I don't think I can say that.
No, you don't have to stay that long. I mean, you've already gotten a lot of work in right now.
Almost.
That's what I said. I was like, no, you've got a lot of good work, and you've thrown a lot of balls today. Throwing about 40 here. You're probably throwing about almost double that over there. Like I say, you don't have to stay. I'm just taking them as long as you're throwing them. It's pretty lax when everybody else leaves. Usually at Woodbridge, I'm usually having to get out by 4. So because they have a league that comes in afterwards, and then the guy that works that night, he's kind of a knucklehead. He likes to give me a hard time. Yeah. He goes out of his way. So, he sees me packing everything else up. Then he comes over and asks me if I'm done. Yeah. And I'm like, I felt like saying, well, you see me putting that stuff up. Then afterwards he goes, oh no, you can bowl some more. And I'm sitting there like, that's not why you're coming over here. He likes to give me a hard time. The assistant manager.
Oh, that guy?
Yeah. I had everything put up. I had my shoes off, and I'm just getting ready to leave. He goes, "Are you all done?" So I'm sitting there like, "Yeah, I think so." But it's one of those things, if I give him a hard time back, he'll just give me an even more hard time. I don't care at that point. Sometimes I just ignore them and just say, "Yeah, I'm done," and just kind of not even look at them. Just say, "Yeah, I'm done." You got to throw the IQ at least once. I want to see how that thing rolls. After that, you can just start throwing shots. Don't matter. The biggest thing is getting used to just kind of letting that ball come down. Eventually, you won't have that bend like that. It'll just be. Notice how you're not as crunched now. You're not as. So as you get more comfortable, you're going to start actually spreading out more naturally. Surprised we didn't see Garrett on Tuesday.
Sister shot 300.
Yeah, I saw that.
She was like hooking it more than I was. Maybe like left to 10.
Yeah.
Or like left to 5. I gave it 10. She was like 12 to 7 or something. The one shot I saw.
Yeah, there was one where she was literally so far in. I was like, she was actually getting it to get around the corner. You ever thought about getting the its? Ever thought about getting the its?
I have like a Swiss cream in my rectum that I got from Bernard, and it had it in there. So he drilled me out like a fountain or whatever. And I mean, it's cool, I guess. If I could get one good fitting ball, like some good things on, then it would be like perfect.
Yeah.
I thought I just snap out the 10 and I expected it to like be super flat.
We're trying to talk him into getting like an it system or something. The its or something.
Who wants to use it?
They're custom. They put some. I used to use them. They take a mold of your thumb. The reason I like it is your thumb you can get your thumb to feel the same way and then switch them out. You just switch to the different balls.
When I get all this down, I'm gonna win some stuff. Like big.
You should have won something anyways.
I mean something big. Not just like local shirts.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think you will. I mean, you put enough work in. Having a good understanding of the information you're getting will make you a better bowler. So, a lot of people have heard of everything that we talk about, but they don't know how to want to apply it. Yeah, and they don't understand the workings of how everything flows together. We've just taken the time to actually try to figure it out. Right? No, I just said all the information's out there. We've just been taking the time to really kind of figure out how it all fits together. So that they don't have to. Oh, I know. I know. If that, I mean, it's still I knew that was coming. It's a good thing that you're consistent. Yeah.
Getting closer. The last one was pretty good.
I like that one. Is that yours or mine?
The reason I'm saying like you know you're able to drop it, if you have to think about like whenever you're trying to like let go of the ball, like whenever you
Oh, damn. You know what I was looking for? My phone? See right here? No. No, actually, I did have the phone in my hand. I was looking for it. I like that one. Oh, excuse me, Mr. Perfect.
I like it too. A little more like fluid.
Yeah.
My whole approach.
Where a lot of times you look a little tentative off the hand, where now it looks a little bit more aggressive. And you don't your hook is not like this big sweeping hook. It's actually getting down and just kind of it's actually snapping a little bit harder on the back. Holy shit. Yeah.
dude, that's not even close at all. Brian, and this isn't even including the ones I had on my other phone before I got this.
Oh, I forgot. He's got like a million videos on his phone. He's gonna run out of room.
I already have. That's what I was doing.
Are you serious?
This is 256 gig phone. Huh?
That's a lot of freaking videos.
I usually have a select few that I keep in an app, so I can like analyze them.
Coach's Eye, right? You have Coach's Eye on your phone? It's a good app. You can do comparison off of different, different. show them coaches app at their coaches eye after.
Hold on, I'm deleting 200 videos and I'm only 3
Holy shit. The good thing I like about Coach's Eye is that if I have a video, I can actually send it by way of messenger. So, like a lot of the students will actually send it to messenger and it'll get to me.
like beside me. Back to the same shot. Right, I can sit there and like draw on them. Like that's like lock them inside.
Like if you feel like you're throwing it really good, it's good to get some videos so that when you're not feeling so good, you can actually
And then you can name them and stuff like side 3, back 3, so I knew which shots were which.
we're geeky.
Yeah, this is what I was saying.
Yeah. That is beyond weird. It's cool, but beyond weird still.
Yeah, because it comes back and I'm on the 3rd floor. And some of these were at like 3 a.m. Some of them hit the floor, and like my neighbors had young kids, so I feel like a little bad, but not really. I'm like, that's your fault for having a kid.
It's your fault for having it. He threw one, and then all of a sudden I see him just kind of run after the ball. It was just kind of, I was like, what are you doing? So what summer leagues you bowling?
I'm gonna do a single 4 shot.
Here? Really? So you can actually, if you come up a little earlier, we can work you before. Yep. You can actually do before, and if you ever feel like it, you can actually do some work afterwards too. So, no, that's gonna work out well.
Brian, I found that day where I recorded like 180 shots.
180 shots is a little obsessive, I think.
That was the day I was really sick.
Okay. That's a whole hell of a lot of shots.
I didn't sit
That was pretty good.
Have you seen that guy with the before?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
But not with like, not like that.
That's kind of cool.
Like in a ballpark.
What's that from? Was it?
Whole year.
That's pretty cool. What were they using with that? Cats or?
You just put up a bunch. I showed you all the pictures of that.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't.
Had a kid over when I was there.
That was a good one. That's 3. No, we might as well. Since you're throwing like strikes almost every frame. Oh. What is it? No, I can't. I'm on the clock.